Yeah. It shut it down. Love. It shut it down. Grind. It shut it down. That's right. 그대가 나에게 아주 작은 힘이라도 됐으면 좋겠어. My girl. 귀에 캔디 꿀처럼 달콤해 목소리로 부드럽게 날 녹여줘.
Hi friends! I hope you are doing well today. I'm sure most of you are coming to this video because of the title alone and are ready to slay me, and not in a good way, with their sharpened pitchforks. I can understand that this video may upset some of you, and if your butt happens to be hurt, then I want to tell you about a handy product called Preparation H, which is not sponsored by the way. It's a great ass cream that brings prompt soothing relief from painful burning, itching, and discomfort and prevents further irritation. Because as you know, I am here for you, providing you thought-provoking content and life lessons. You're welcome. As you might know, my last video went over what makes a K-pop song timeless. And in that video, I mentioned briefly what makes a song not timeless. Well, for today's video, this goes over just that. One major gripe I've always had with K-pop is that songs often tend to have a short shelf life. They're not produced to last. Simply because with comeback after comeback and very little follow-up promotion of the B-side tracks, the album and songs get moved aside for the next artist up for promotion. Very few K-pop songs make a huge impact and have a long-lasting appeal that helps them continue to be looked back upon. I covered this in my Timeless K-pop Songs video recently, but it helps to tell you what makes a song very dated. And it's usually sounds and productions that are very popular for the time, such as extreme auto-tuning, a tropical house sound, trap music, dubstep, or even the snapping fingers in the background. You'll find this sound in almost every song of that time period, and years later, fans of the time will listen to them and say, oh yeah, that is definitely of the time. I miss it. I don't know, that's how I would sound. Anyway, it just isn't heard anymore, and that means it hasn't aged well. So, for this video, I'll be discussing K-pop songs that are pretty dated and would never be released today without remixing or additional production. There are a lot of K-pop songs out there that are iconic, but just because a song is iconic doesn't mean it's timeless. And before I go any further, I do not hate any of these songs featured here. I'm just trying to see this objectively from a music outsider perspective, and I hope you all do the same. Old school K-pop was a different beast than what you find today. If you go back through the K-pop archives, the production was very different. But like other groups at the time, a lot of it was what I like to call the 90s boy band sound. It was a great sound at the time, and I still find some of it fun. However, it's a pretty dated sound, and if you hear it, you could almost pinpoint that sound to an earlier era in K-pop, and here are some of the K-pop examples. Another old sound that was predominantly done in SM entertainment was the angsty boy sound with heavy rap and rock. It was kind of SM's thing back in the day and continued with a lot of their boy groups. Not to mention they were coupled with questionable fashion and hairstyles, major ew. Anyways, this sound style was also popularized by legendary acts like Taecyeon boys with their hits like Class Idea, who drew their inspiration from acts like Beastie Boys and Rage Against the Machine. These sounds are definitely of the time. Then there's the heavy autotuning, in which the singers' voices sound deliberately manipulated and even robotic. This was mostly thanks to T-Pain and Kanye West, who popularized this trend in the late 2000s. While autotuning has somewhat made a resurgence in recent years, it's used more judiciously. There are definitely K-pop songs from around 2009 to 2010 that are riddled with this specific trend, and they do not stand the test of time. Or at least parts of the song do not stand the test of time, I should point that out.
Do it, do. It's true, it's true. Oh, I got that super love, that super love. 가타부터 말 좀 했다미나 네 맘을 갖췄다면 그냥 나는 삶의 위나 네가 날 떠나서 뭘 할 수 있겠니만 You got me under control 내 맘은 네 맘대로 멋대로 가꾸는 feeling 모두 다 원하는 대로 till it's right 모두가 이뤄줘라 until it's right 너무 치사하잖아 너답지 못하잖아 지금 적응이 안돼 Butterfly 너를 만난 첫 순간 눈이 번쩍 머리 stop 왜 그런지 몰라 왜 그런지 몰라 뭐라도 난 하겠어 그런 것도 하겠어 도대체 너라는 사람을 난 도대체 내게 원하는 게 Every day I just You're my No way, no way I'll never forget, boy I'll never forget, boy Oh shit!
So, do you remember how in the early 2010s in K-pop, we saw so many K-pop songs following the dubstep trend? As I've stated before, synthesized sounds that follow a trend tend to get pegged to a certain time period because the production is very dated. Very rarely will these sounds make a comeback, but then I guess that can be said of most songs.
모르겠다 너의 맘에 내가 깊이 있어 보이는지 너와 난 마치 롤러코스터 띵처럼 짜릿한 기분이야 내가 먼저 열어놨어 가지고 험난한 길은 내 도전 그냥 닫아버리면 아무 재미없지 사람에게지는
If you saw my nitpicks on K-pop video, you'll know that I feel that any K-pop song that says the year of the song in the lyrics automatically dates the song and doesn't make it timeless. Unless it's an iconic song like Princess 1999, then don't even bother. But that's a whole other category of iconic songs.
21, 2010, 20. Sing it with me now. 2010.
Sing with me now. 2011.
Yeah, 2015. The breaks out again. 2015.
Okay, man, 2016. I will shoot something new in 2020.
Any song that has lyrics that don't fit with today's societal standards also doesn't stand the test of time. Call it woke, politically correct, or simply awareness, but today we even avoid certain word choices or lyrical concepts that were acceptable at the time. Here are just a few examples and their reasons why they wouldn't be put out today.
Rapper, the snapback fatty, see you such a faggot bitch.
You all know the club banger EDM. It's that synthesized dance music with a lot of clap effects and contorted bass lines. We go from dubstep to trap music to moombahton, so many over the years. They're fun, but over the years you will find that club bangers often evolve or change. And with that, certain club sounds can get pinpointed to certain eras.
Come back home.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Drop House and K-pop rode a big wave after Justin Bieber's hits in 2015. They made us fans feel like we're in the Caribbean for years and continues to wedge its way into music every now and then or reappear when it's time to get ready for summer, y'all. Alright, anyway. It's a regular staccato tempo with an uplifting vibe, whether it uses European or African-inspired instrumentation such as the piano, trumpet, marimba, or congas. It's just fun. But yeah, like EDM, it sounds very dated and will have you looking back at the 2010s as a strange but hashtag take me back Instagram post. Okay, that's it for today. As I said before, I'm not bashing any of these songs. There's nothing wrong with following music trends. Trends come and go, as with most things, but remember, I do love my fair share of dated songs too. With that being said, I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for giving me this opportunity to talk about these songs and for my time here on YouTube. Winter is coming and this tea needs a reheat. If I go missing, it's probably because of this video and fans did not get their preparation aged fast enough and are out to get me. Therefore, I appreciate your time and want to thank you for your support that you've given me over the years. If you feel up for it, please be sure to subscribe and check out many more of my videos, and maybe I'll see you next time if I miraculously survive. Bye, y'all!